Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's AIM presentation. I have the pleasure of introducing a friend, a mentor, one of the best in the business. I've never seen anybody move and shake like this young man has, and he's really become like a brother to me. Just taking me under his wing and teaching me the ropes from a different point of view. Um, he's been in the industry over 20 years doing the game, and just he was in was it not Fortune? I forget what magazine. He was in the magazine twice, and just all around good person. Always willing to help. Always bringing fresh new ideas. And when he's like E.F. Hutton, when he speaks, everybody wants to listen. So I give to you none other than my friend, my brother, Mr. Rabu Gary, coming in from New Jersey.
Thank you, Brother Andre. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, bro. How are you?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. I appreciate those kind words because I know they're meaningful, they're heartfelt, they're not network marketing jargon. You know, I see you and Ms. Zena as family, and I appreciate you guys every day.
Yeah.
Y'all are just amazing people. You hear it all the time. When everybody's saying that you're an amazing person, something got to be right. And so I just want to thank you for allowing me to chat with your group today, and explain, this new sports betting AI program that we're part of, and talk about the origin, exactly how I got started with it. And I'm gonna show my back office. I'm gonna show everything I received
Oh wow.
because it's something I feel real strong about. But at the same time, I'm gonna make this very clear because this has been my mantra forever. I do not tell people to put their money. Like you, well, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary advisor. I do not tell people to put their money. However, I will always share opportunities where I'm making money. Why? Because people share with me. It's just that simple in that plan. My lighting your candle doesn't diminish my candle at all. And so that's just who I am. That's who I've always been. That's who I'm always going to be. Will there be platforms that I share with people if they join their referral programs? Yes. Are there platforms that I share with people and they join and there are no referral programs? Yes. That's not important to me. What's important is if it's something I'm gonna, put my time and energy into, um, and people are gonna reach out to me and ask me about it, I want to make sure to the best of my ability that I'm not gonna lose any of my money, that I'm not gonna get burnt, and then I'm not gonna lose any credibility that I have in the marketplace. I think one thing we both know in life, if you're gonna succeed, life isn't live, comfortably in the middle, is live comfortably on the edge, you know. And if you're gonna succeed in the money world, you have to take risks. But we always do our best not to take any risks we can't afford to lose. Like this sports betting AI, I put $44,600 into it, and I'll show you guys that I'm not just gonna talk about it. But it's money that I could afford to lose. However, knowing what I know, I don't think I'm gonna lose a dime. Okay. Personally, I feel okay about 98% solid with this company. The 2% I put out there is if the owners that are in France just die tomorrow, then that's something different. Okay. Not to sound so graphic, but from based on everything that I've seen, I like it. And I personally was willing to put my money in it, and I like the returns that are happening from the bets. And one thing I want to do, Andre, I'm not going to do a formal presentation. I just want to chat with your folks. You have the PowerPoint slides. So anybody wants a formal presentation, I guess you can put the PowerPoint slides in your group. They can read over it. I'll show some of them tonight. But I'm going to let people know exactly how I got started. Why I got started. I'm going to show my back office. I'm going to show some bets, some screenshots of live bets, 28 pages of live bets.
Wow.
And so people can see that this is real. One thing I want to say to everybody who's listening, who's played in the Forex space or the brokerage space, people who trade, people who do arbitrage, I don't have anything bad to say about those opportunities because some I made money with them. But right now, I'm kind of done with those opportunities. Okay. That's just me personally. Only because unlike this platform, there's no liquidity provider here. There's no broker here. There's no one who has the keys to our money here. It's a smart contract similar to the Daisy contract. For those who are familiar with the Daisy smart contract, but it's there's no broker in charge, whether it's regulated or unregulated. These are sports books. You know, I'll tell you a little quick story of how I even got involved in this. So about 3 months ago, a good friend of mine called me about this young guy. I can't mention his name, but he's 30 something years old, 27, young guy, 25 or 27. He made close to $300 million in sports betting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
325, he don't know his behind from his elbows, a young cat, right? And so he showed me some of his bank accounts. He showed me some of his stats. He opened up some of the betting books that kept stats. They all don't keep stats.
Right.
And I was like, wow. So I started paying this young gentleman some money, and he was giving me bets. And I did it for a couple of months. And, some of our friends did it as well. He did good in the beginning, but then it just started to go south. And actually, November 15th, I was going to invest another $50,000 with him just to receive bets. Okay. But things just weren't going the way I saw them. And I didn't feel comfortable investing my $50,000. So I decided to pull back. Now I want to make this clear. I paid this gentleman some money to receive bets. Okay. That money was just paid for because I was paying for a service. But I lost my own $37,000 sports betting. Okay. Wow. And I kept telling Sherry, I was like, hey, it's some play money. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. She said, well, damn it, you need to get it back. And I didn't get it back. Criteria, when you pick 14, I don't know if you ever done this, but you pick 14. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But they're little paper sheets. I guess somebody had a bookie, they would bring them there on Friday night. You pick whatever, and on Monday, after the game's over, if you won, they would bring your money to the lunchroom. And so that's the closest I've ever came to sports betting. I watch a lot of, I don't watch a lot, but I follow a couple of sport podcasts like All the Smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, Club Shay Shay, and Shannon Sharp's a personal friend of mine. And when I'm looking at their podcasts, they're always advertising for sports betting. Allen Iverson is a good friend of mine. He advertised for DraftKings. And so, I'm starting to hear about all this sports betting stuff. My children are young, and so my daughter's in college, and her friends are sports betting. And I'm like, wow, this is cool. It's kind of nouveau. It's here. And that's why I tried, I took my chance at it. And $37,000 later, I lost some money. But it is what it is. So I was in Dubai recently with my good friend Avi. We were there with a friend of mine named Twan. Some of us are familiar with Twan. Twan is one of the heads behind the game Tap Warrior. The free game that you can use to fight with. I'm sure some folks are involved with it. It's free to get involved anyway. And so we were in there and we were really looking at Tap Warrior from a good standpoint to see if we were going to stand behind it. And come to find out, in the Telegram space, there's all type of gaming. It's like it's close to being $1 billion industry with gaming. Even Limitless is doing it with drafting. Okay, so the gaming deal is real big. So Avi and I, we were out there looking at this company, Tap Warrior. Avi came up to me. He said, hey, man, are you doing any sports betting? Now, Avi was doing sports betting with the same guru I was doing sports betting with. But the guru asked me not to say nothing, asked me not to mention his name or anything. So when Avi brought it up, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I'm not a big fan of lying, but someone told me not to mention that I was paying him for sports betting. So when Avi brought it up to me, I was like, look, man, I don't know what you're talking about. And that's as far as I left it. He's like, no, I'm sure you know. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I called the guru, and he said it's okay for me to have the conversation with Avi. So I started talking to Avi about it. He's like, yeah, man, I'm doing it too, but the numbers are down right now, and I don't know if I'm going to go forward with it. I said, me neither. And so he said, but I have this platform I've been in for about 8 weeks. And Rabu, he said, it's legit. It's real sports betting. It's with AI technology. And so he pulled out his phone while we were in Dubai, because the owners, they're from France. They gave him access to their keys to the betting, and he was betting his own money. And he showed me the money from his accounts in crypto into this betting platform. And I was like, holy smoke. He's like, yeah, man. I like, how you going to share it? He said, well, they're not sure. He said they put it into some little binary for a couple of weeks. And I said, dude, if this network marketing is in the binary, I'm not going to touch it. I said, can we buy it from them? He's like, I don't think they want to sell it because they have other things that they're trying to do. They're trying to raise money for a crowd fund, for real estate, clean energy stuff, so on and so forth. And I think they're going to bring the Daisy platform aboard. And so I was like, okay, if they bring the Daisy comp plan rather aboard for crowdfunding, that'll be a shoe. And he's like, I'm not sure if they're going to do it or not, but I'll let you know. So we leave Dubai, I come back home, I get back and I'm promoting Tap Warriors like crazy. Some of you probably got messages from me or whatever, you saw me promote it. And Avi reached out to me 15 days ago, no, about 20 days ago. He said, Rabu, they're about to launch. They did pick up the concept of the Daisy Matrix. And he said, Rabu, it's a phenomenal product. He said, it's phenomenal. You looked at it with me. He said, and the Daisy Matrix is the best comp plan ever known to man. Okay, ever in the history of peer-to-peer marketing. And anybody can bet the bottom dollar on that one. It's hard to dispute. And so he said, but they're going to take the exact same matrix. They're going to do 8 levels instead of 10. They can't do this because, that was 4X, blah, blah, blah. But he showed me how it was going to be combined. And I said, man, I'm in. And so I enrolled. He enrolled to the company. I enrolled directly with him. And I'm excited about it. And it's made some money and it's making a lot of money. So first thing I'm going to do, I would just want to let you guys know how I got involved. Okay. And then I start talking about it a little bit. And then Andre reached out to me, shared some information with Andre, even though he had previously found out about it. We had a conversation with Avi and everything, and we worked some things out. So we get a chance to work together because a lot of people reached out to me over 1,000. And I have 2 accounts. And I'll show you one of them tonight. And I was sending out my links to folks, and people have been enrolling left and right. And I say this to everybody. Not to give you any advice, but it's best if people reach out to you when it comes to anything. I'll just leave it at that. So a lot of people have joined. It's pretty cool. It pays out every day. Well, it's a smart contract. When you refer somebody, and I'll show you some numbers, I'll go over the PowerPoint presentation. You get paid immediately when people bet. Okay, when they buy a betting package, it's better to say. Then also, it when they're betting for you, as soon as your profits hit 50%, $50, they release them directly to your wallet. So you don't have to withdraw. No one's holding your money, none of that jazz. Now your principal is gone, but you make up to 300% on your principal. And that's pretty cool. So, I invested 44,000. Minimum I'll make is like 150,000, somewhere in that range. And I'll take that because my bank's not giving me 150,000 on $44,000. Okay. And I'm not going to say I invested. I bought betting packages. They call them matrices. I told them they should rename them the betting packages. I think they're going to do that. But I bought betting packages and, they're making me money every day. And some of you are probably, I'm speaking to the choir, you're probably involved yourself. And you see that they're making you money every day. And so what I want to do, Andre, I'm going to jump on. Well, any questions for me before I move forward? I want to show my phone and stuff like that. I want to show some real life back office stuff.
So how long does the project last or the contract or what have you?
15 months or 300%, whichever comes first. And
So it can be less than 15 months.
Say it again.
So it can be less than 15 months.
It can be less than 15 months.
Wow.
Like they're averaging about, you guys see the numbers, like
Yes.
0.5%, 7%. Today was 0.8%. The other day it was 1.7%. If they keep rocking over these 1.7%, it'll be less than 15 months.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to join the Zoom again from another phone so I can show my back office. You may have to let me in the and thing. And on that phone, on that one, you're going to probably have to make me a host too. So I'll be able to share my screen.
I got you. Yeah, if you have team members that's not on, this is the Zoom they need to be on. So reach out to them. We're recording it, but it's nothing like getting it live. Okay, so I think it's this one. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, let me turn some sounds down here so it doesn't echo. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I'm gonna go into Telegram real quick. Nope. Ding. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna show you guys 20 something pages of bets that's already made, and then we'll go into the comp plan or whatever. These are real live bets. They use sporting books. Now, one thing I love about them, they are not betting on NFL football or NBA. Okay, because them jokers rigged sometimes. But they bet tennis and badminton and all type of stuff. So you can see here, you can even see the names. Here's a bet. The first one is a match. I'm assuming that's tennis, but the odds were 1.06. They bet $17,000. Their winning was 18,550, which is pretty neat. And you can see the other bets here as you look down and look at the dates. You scroll to the right where you see the winnings. That was October the 12th. All of these were done on October the 12th, then November, October the 11th, October the 11th. And these are just real bets. So here's another page of bets. These are done October the 10th. You know, where the odds were one, they do small odds. You know, it's funny when I was doing sports betting, I was picking a huge odds, and that's probably why I was getting my butt cream. But you know, but look at these numbers here. 20,000 is 23,600. You know, let me scroll to another one. These are bets, guys. Here's the first loss they had. As you can scroll all the way down. And I'll show you the name of these betting books that they're using. You can look them up yourself. These are real life betting books. Again, here's more bets. Then they're even going to show you the Tron scan where the money came out of the account, where it went, and things of that nature. And all of this is going to be in their back office soon. They're just trying to find a way to code it where it's real time. Here's where they cash out on the bet. So for those who do betting, you know that you could be in the middle of a bet, and if it's not going the way you want to, you can cash out and not lose all of your money. You know, so that was the cash out that was offered. The possible winning was 34,000, but I think they cashed out on that one. So these are just live bets. Some of you are familiar with this stuff because you sports bet, and I'm just getting abreast with it myself now. Well, I say now over the last 3 months or so. So here's one where they show the money being subtracted out of their accounts with hashtags and everything going into bets. All right, they were just showing some back office screenshots. And here's a betting house you guys could look up, bc.game. That's a betting house you could look up. So look like these are regular betting house. They're not using the FanDuels or whatever, or maybe they are, but just for this example, I don't see them. So here's other examples. Okay, here's another one, BC Sportsbook. So that's a sports book I'm familiar with. And they use the ones that you can use crypto. And so these are just bets that they made. They're the odds. You know, these are all November 6th, the 5th, the 5th, the 4th. So these are just all bets. Again, they're showing where money come out. Here's another one, Hey Bets. I never heard of Hey Bets, but it's a betting book that they're using as well. Just showing more bets.
Yeah, what I like about this is
This is
I
what they
don't
showed
have,
on Etherscan, where 200 and I don't know, ridiculous number. No, $30,000 was transferred onto BC Game Bets. You see it right there. I mean, BC Games. That's a betting house. Another example of $27,000 was sent to BC Game. That's a betting house. Here's another $42,000 was sent to BC Game. So here's another $26,000. So, I just want to show you guys this. These are bets. It's not Forex, it's not brokers, not liquidity providers, it's not arbitrage. They're using betting houses, they use AI technology, and it's pretty darn awesome. And they're doing about 97% of their bets. I'm going to log into my back office real quick. Now I don't mind showing you this. In the wallet, I have a couple $1,000s, but I've traded some. So let's go in. Well, this is one of my accounts. I have one for my wife right now as well. So right now, shareholders, and I told them they should change the shareholders to customers, but they said they wanted shareholders because the the crowd fund portion makes you shareholders. So nonetheless, it's only 1,200 people, guys. That's nothing. Okay, this thing's gonna explode. People who've hit the level of diamond is only 12 people qualify for diamond. 2 have qualified for blue diamond. We'll talk about that in a minute. And what's cool about this, so watch this. 12 people qualify for diamond. At the end of the month, the last day of the month, $51,000 will be divided by 12 people. And obviously that number will continue to grow. Blue diamond, at the end of the month, $68,000 will be divided by 2 people. Pretty neat. Here's breakage. They're going to put this into a residual package as far as the breakage is concerned. AI percentage today was 71%. So far, I don't mind showing you this. I made $12,000. That's people who reached out to me. They didn't update the total AI scoring pad today. I don't know why. With this account, I've referred 54 people. I've hit the diamond position. I have a diamond somewhere in the organization. I'm on my way to blue diamond, blah, blah, blah. But I want to show you something that's real cool also. So I bought a $100 betting pack. I spent $100 in that betting pack. I made $10.49 on my $100. I will take that every day. If that's not enough money for you, you make it, send it to me. I'll use it for something. On my $200 betting pack, I made $20.98. On my $400 betting pack, I made $41.96. They call them matrices. On my $800 betting pack, I made $83.92. On my $1,600 betting pack, I made $167.84. And that's what I did with my wife account. We went all the way up to 1,600, Matrix 5. That's going to be like the sweet spot where most people will probably do up to Matrix 5. And then there'll be people who do higher. On my $4,800, I made $503 on that. Not bad. On $14,000, I made $1,200 on that. And on $23,000, I made $1,600 on that. And as you can see, it's small, but I'm at 7.4% on my way to 300%. That's a while to go. Okay. Which is pretty cool. So, and I'll tell you why you see these percentages, like on my betting 6 is 10%. Because when I first initially bought betting packages, I bought up to 7,900. Then the next day, I bought the $14,000 one. And then the next day, I bought the $22,000 one. So that's why you see the percentage are lower on those, because I bought them a couple of days afterwards. Just for full transparency there. So another cool thing I'll show you. When you buy your matrices, as again, as I mentioned, I think they should call them betting packs. It's real simple. You just have to buy one at a time. You can't skip ahead. Once you buy all 8, then you can go back and rebuy as many as you want, which is pretty neat. So I just want to show you guys the back office. I'm going to stop the share here. And then I'm going to jump back in on very regular. And I'll do a screen share on my computer and pull up the slides and go through some of that. You still here?
Yep.
Oh, let me turn my computer up. Okay. Can you hear me?
So yes, we can hear you. So you're going to show the slides on your end?
Yeah. Why, you was going to pull them up on your side?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Run
Cool,
on
cool.
your end.
All right. So let me click on here and go to screen
What I was going to say is that what I like about it is the simplicity of it all. like I don't have to try and manage any kind of betting or what package or how much or the simplicity is you buy your pack, you let the AI do its thing, you get paid. So long as it's $50 or more, you get paid daily almost.
That's
All
right.
right. And
That's right.
the AI might not trade one day because it's not a good thing. Not trade, but bet one
Bet.
day
Right.
because it's not a good thing. That's a good thing.
Right.
There's no losses. So
Right.
I'm in the 2 weeks or so that I've been involved, I'm loving
Mhm. And I
it. Yeah.
think it's gonna be here for a while. As I mentioned, I'll be playing with it for 7 weeks. You know,
So
here's a
much.
presentation I went through it yesterday. So let me just scroll back real fast. All right. So some of you are probably aware, but some of you probably aren't aware. It's called AIM. Um, and that's innovative opportunities in the world of artificial intelligence. While I'm not doing a formal presentation, I'm gonna hold up this legal disclaimer for I'm just because this is what's in the presentation. But again, I'm not doing a formal presentation at all, but this is part of the presentation, so I'll just hold up this legal um disclaimer. So it's artificial intelligence. And again, guys, if y'all want this, Andre can send to you, you can put it in your group so you can download it on your own and look through it. But I'm not gonna go over every page. But here's one thing I did want to talk about is AI revolution in sports betting. Now, what's cool about these guys, they're gotten their wins to 92 to 98%. Now, they're not paying us 92, 98%. We're only making 20%. It is what it is. I told someone said to me the other day, that's like, man, they can at least pay 70%. I said, come up with your own system. And then I'll be honest with you. And sometimes people see the glass half empty, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, come up with your own system.
Yeah.
So they're making 92 to 98% of their success rate. Sports betting is a huge, huge, huge industry, and it's going to do nothing but continue to grow. As I mentioned earlier, and Andre, we mentioned this. It's a 15-month contract or 300% contract or 3 times your money. Once it's hit that mark, you can start all over and bet again. Your principal's gone, but you make all the money on the back end. So if you bet $100, when it hits 300%, you got $300 in your pocket. That 100 that you bet is gone. So you don't have 400. Now that 100 that you bet, half of it goes into crowdfunding for real estate development. So even though, now this is very important, you're betting 100, you're making 300% on your 100, but half of that 100 went into development went to crowdfund for real estate development. So really, even though you bet 100, $50 is working for you to make you $300, which is pretty neat. So
Wow.
I like that. These, you saw this in my back office, but these are the matrix or the packages here. I bought them all. Didn't mind. That's a total of 44,000. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why I did that is because I understand how matrix is. The more packs you have, the more you get paid in the matrix, and the more spillover you benefit from. So I wasn't going to play with these small numbers and miss out on money personally. But these are what the packages look like. That's just them saying that they want to allow other people to benefit from. So here come the networking portion. They put a matrix together, and I'm going to go over the matrix, but not in full detail. So here's direct bonuses. What's pretty neat about this, whenever someone gets your link and they get a betting pack, you're going to make 6%. So if someone gets your link and they buy all the betting packs, you'll make every dollar there. So if someone buys one betting pack for $100, you'll make $6. For $200, you're gonna make $12. For $400, you're gonna make $24. You guys get the drift. And it's 6% all the way. Now, if someone buys all the packs, you get all those numbers combined in one shot. It's like $2,000 and some change. It's pretty neat. Here's the matrix. So the matrix is cool. Now, this is very, very important for anyone who's thinking about getting started. Between now and November 30th, all of the level of the matrices are open, meaning you don't have to qualify to get paid these matrices. December 1st, that's going to disappear. What do I mean by that? Right now, let's just say I bought I wouldn't do this, but let's just say I bought the $100 level and people start to spill into my group. And on my, even though I didn't buy the $200 betting pack, but nine people fill up my, 9 people from spillover that I didn't bring on. It came from Andre, that came from Avi, that came from me, who knows, right? Those 9 people, even though you only bought $100 pack, you would get paid on, if those 9 people did the $200 pack, you get paid on them. If they did the $400 pack, you get paid on them. If they did the $800 pack, you get paid on them. If all 9 of them did the $600 pack, you'll get paid on them because the matrix is open to the end of November. So if you're on the wall and you're thinking about it, at least for the next couple of days, you benefit from the matrix being open and you don't have to qualify. Now, after November, come December 1st, let's say I'm level 4. So I bought matrix 1, matrix 2, matrix 3, matrix 4. Let's say I bought these 4. And my matrix is filled up to, let's say, 5 levels down. 243 people have come on board. They either spilled over, they came from me bringing them on board. Okay, but I don't know how they got there. But on my 5th level, 243 people are here. I would make 243, 486, 972, and 1944. But I would have also made these numbers as well. Okay, all these numbers down to here. Okay, I just use that as an example. Now here's the challenge. Let's say I only got packet 4, but there are a lot of people spilled into my matrix. They got matrix 5, 6, 7, and 8, but I only got up to 4. And let's say, I don't know, on my 3rd level, there's 27 people here, right? But I only got up to 4. I won't get paid on this person that got 5, this person that got 6, this person that got 7, and this person that got 8. So you want to do your best, based on your finances. I'm not telling you what to do, but the logical thing to do when it comes to a matrix is to get the highest packs possible so you can compensate it on all the money you can. Okay, that's very important. If you've ever dealt with a matrix before, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. That you want to get if it fits into your budget. I don't have to say this, but don't go taking out no damn business loans, to put into some platforms. Don't go. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I wouldn't take out no darn business loans to put into a platform. I'm not using my savings. I'm not using the money I have, put away to help build this house I'm building now in Florida. I'm not using none of that money. Okay. But if I got some play money that I could afford to lose, that's what I'm using. If that makes sense.
Yes.
All right. So the diamond position is real simple. All you have to do is get 20 people come on board. And amongst those 20 people, they did $5,000 a piece in bets. You're a diamond. Okay. And you have to be at least at level 5, I believe. Pack 5. Now, it doesn't have to be, let's say 20 people come on board and 2 people do all 8 packs. That's $88,000 right there. Now your other people could do like 100 here, 300 there, so on and so forth. As long as it adds up to 100,000 and you have 20 folks, you're a diamond. And once a month, you're going to divide that diamond pool, which is pretty neat. Blue diamond, explanatory. You need 3 diamonds, okay, that you directly refer. And now you're blue diamond. Okay, now you just make more money. There's more money to split. Well, there's less people, but a lot of money to split at that blue diamond level. Now, what's very important, you must use the Soulflare app. If you haven't downloaded Soulflare, it's a free app. It's on the Solana network. I put a video together that I sent to Andre where not only, the company put a video together in French. I took their video in French. I wrote it out. And then I signed up my wife. We even showed her email and everything. We went through everything. So if you watch these videos, It's 3 videos. It's one video where they did it in French. They kind of zipped through it. Then um I watched the videos and I wrote them out in bullet points. And then I signed up my wife to show anyone how to get signed up. And folks who reached out to me, I haven't had to help one person sign up, not one, because they watched the videos and they followed them.
Nice.
This is the crowdfunding. And again, just for the interest of time, and I know some of you guys are football people like me, go to watch the game, what's left of it, the rest of it. But you could, Andre can see the presentations on this. Again, this talks about the crowdfunding portion also. This talks about the other platforms and programs that'll come from this. We right now have an opportunity. We're all participating in the sports betting and the real estate part on the back end. They have some green opportunities that they're dealing with. You can read over this. NFTs, I'm not a big fan of NFTs. I'm just letting you know. So that's just me. And all type of stuff here, but you can read over this. And here's another good example of the timeline. How some of your monies go into the crowd fund, but the majority of the money goes into, sports betting. They talk about the growth potential. And again, guys, this will be accessible to you so you can read through on your spare time. And lastly, they tell you how to get started. You got to go through an existing member. So you need someone's link. Activate your first pack. Then you'll get your own link. And then you can just start sharing this with people. And the rest is history. So I'm going to stop share. But Andre, I'll open up to any questions. If you have any or if anyone else has any, I don't mind answering any questions that people may have.
Yeah, if you have a question, you can either just unmute your mic or raise your hand. I don't see nothing in the chat. I would say that being around in the industry for such a long time, and there's always been some type of pitfall or gotcha, and some of the programs have been a part of. This one, I've looked, I dug deep. I trust you. I trust Avi. I've looked for a reason not to, and couldn't find one. So again, the simplicity of it. I don't have to worry about the bets. The AI is doing it, and I just love waking up in the morning and seeing the account grow since yesterday. So it automatically pushes the money to your account versus you going in and requesting it. I love that.
Yep.
So any questions, comments, concerns? Anyone has? Well, we got Rabu on.
What you got in your mouth, boy? My dog chewing on something. What you got?
All right.
What you got? What you got?
I have a question. Good afternoon.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Tasha.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to do this. The sports betting sounds really good. So from my understanding, it's the 15 months, regardless of what package, 15 months or 300%. And you have to complete each matrix before you begin the next one. So aside from that, I think that's my full understanding of that part. I want to know about the real estate on the front end instead of the back end, but I'm interested in the real estate. Once you mentioned that was a whole nother place. So yeah.
Well,
so if you're saying it's 50% for betting and 50% is for real estate, I want to know about the real estate as well.
It's for the crowd fund of their life project as real estate. They're going to give more details about it. But if you get in the PowerPoint, they briefly go over it. I just breezed through it, but they'll give more details about it in the back office pretty soon.
All right.
But it's in the PowerPoint briefly. So if you get the PowerPoint presentation, they talk about it briefly. I just breezed over it.
Yeah, we put the PowerPoint up in the Telegram so everyone has access to the PowerPoint, and we will be doing presentations going forward. But just seeing Rabu's back office and hearing it firsthand live just gives it a whole different spin for me. So one or two more questions. We got to wrap. People got to go watch the game. Anybody else?
Much as I
Going
like
once,
reaction, I need the Steelers. I need them to lose.
twice. All right. Well, bruh, I appreciate you again. Thank you so much. I know everybody's bidding for your time right now, and you got a lot on your plate, but I appreciate you coming on, spending a few minutes with us, and just sharing a bigger picture of the AIM project than what we had already seen. And I'm looking forward to success for everybody to get started. You want to get started right away. Timing is everything. Get positioned in the matrix. It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you end. And we don't wait on the spillover. We create our own. So let's go to work.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you again, bro. Appreciate it.
I know you may have some folks who may have some USDT in the Solana network. If they don't, I have access to some as well if people need some to get started.
How do they get in touch with you?
They can reach out to me on Telegram or Facebook Messenger.
Okay. So if
Oh,
you
I
need
do have
something,
one question. I do have one question. Sorry.
okay,
sir.
go ahead, Alex.
Yeah. So, is it only using Soulflare, or do you? So I got Solana and Phantom. Does this program work with Phantom or no?
I tried to use my Phantom and they wanted my Phantom 12 keys. I like, nope.
Okay,
Not
got
doing
you.
that. Yeah, so you can
Okay,
use another one, but they want the 12 keys, and I wasn't giving my 12 keys up. So
right.
nah, I would stick with Soulfare.
All right, cool.
Good question.
All right.
All right,
See,
well, cool.
Marilyn, you just a mic. Did you want to have a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Very good job, Rabu. I like the platform that you all brought to the table. Our team is very excited about it as well. And one of the questions that I wanted to ask is on the Soulflare wallet, you can add other wallets to it. And so as you add those wallets to that particular wallet, can that wallet be traded out of on this platform as well?
I don't know the answer to that. That's a good question. I just didn't add any other wallets. Like I have SafePal, I have Phantom. I just didn't. And again, one of the main reasons I didn't, when I went to add Phantom, they asked for my 12 words. And so that was a deterrent for me. So it seems simple enough just to use Soulfare.
Okay. It's on the wallet that I'm talking about, it's on Soulflare. Like on Soulflare on the browser, you can add another wallet to it. And we like the platform very much. So you can add another wallet to the Soulflare wallet. So what I was asking is, can you also attach a referral link to that second wallet on Soulflare and use that one?
So you can have multiple accounts within the Soulflare wallet.
Yes, sir.
It'll have its own ID. So when you sign up with AIM, it gives it a different account number or a different wallet number. But you can have multiple accounts within the Soulflare wallet, Soulflare exchange.
Okay, we wanted to just make sure so we didn't mess anything up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I haven't tried that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I signed my wife up directly with my link. So she has her own Soulflare and I have my own Soulflare. But other than bringing another wallet onto it, I'm not familiar with that. Find out and let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody joining. Thanks again, Rabu.
It's always a pleasure.
Look forward to much more success. I'm looking forward to Dubai in late February, early March.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, and we'll see you there. All right, folks, we'll wrap it up here. We'll see you all on the next call. Thanks for joining us. Good night. God bless. And this call is officially over. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.